does a divorce impact your estate plan in Texas? Well, for many people, you may know that in Texas, a divorce can totally affect your estate plan. In fact, a divorce can mean that your estate plan has to be redrawn. A spouse, if a spouse is in your estate plan and a spouse was your beneficiary, that spouse is now presumed to have predeceased you. In fact, the spouse's family can also be presumed to have predeceased you. And so you can see where if the spouse was your beneficiary, if the spouse's family was also beneficiaries to your assets, you can see wherein there are many things in your estate plan that may not work. And the beneficiaries that I'm talking about are not your children, because your children would still take from you, but your spouse's relatives would have can be deemed to have predeceased you. So you can see wherein if you had made your ex your beneficiary, now you don't have a beneficiary. And maybe you made your spouse your executor, now you don't have an executor. And so you can see that if you had set up your will, if you had set up your trust, no, you have to go and redo the whole thing. And so a divorce may make you intestate and make your whole estate plan obsolete. Not only can it make your whole estate plan obsolete, it may also trigger a situation where people who you did not want to be your primary beneficiary now being your primary beneficiary, because you can now see that if your spouse, your now ex-spouse, is now have predeceased you, that now the people who were the backup beneficiary now spring to the front of the line and are now taking when you may not have wanted them to take. Maybe the plans that you made with your ex were plans and priorities that were important to your ex, that you may have considered your ex when you were making those decisions, and you had compromised with the ex to make those people a priority in your estate plan, that now that you have separated from your ex is no longer priority to you. And so now that you're single, those things are no longer important to you. And so you would have made, and you would now make different decisions. And so now that you're single, now that you're in a different position in your life, you need to have a different estate plan that actually prioritizes things that are important to you. And so just like before in my previous videos where I'm telling you that when significant life changes happen, you have to revisit your estate plan. A divorce is that kind of significant event wherein your entire estate plan needs to be revisited, wherein you may want to redraft the entire thing, because what's important to you now at this significant change in your life may totally need to have a fresh look. My name is Megan Truick, estate planning attorney with the law office of Bryan Fagan, where we treat you like family, and oftentimes even better. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the end. We understand that divorce can be expensive depending on the situation. That's why we're offering our Do-It-Yourself Texas Divorce e-course. You can get access to this e-course by clicking on the link in the description below. Catch you in the next video.